The Fredericktown Police Department has a new recruit on staff, and he's only 9 months old. The 4-footed crime fighter is named Alexio, and Captain Eric Hovis tells 18 Eyewitness News he's certified for a number of tasks.
They have what's called as a Schützen certification. There's multiple different kinds of certifications, but these dogs, they can track, they can apprehend, and they can sniff drugs. That's a multi-purpose dog.
Alexio's handler is Officer Dan Curtis. Just before meeting our news team, Curtis was leaving home with the dog while another officer was conducting a traffic stop in front of his house. The other officer asked if Alexio could do a walk around the car, and Curtis tells us how he knows Alexio has found something.
You can see the tail wagging, you can see the head start moving where they're trying to locate what they think is, their toy. And where they indicate the odor that they associate with their toy, which he did, and some contraband was found.
The Fredericktown Police Department received Alexio through a grant from the kennel in North Carolina. Captain Hovis appreciates the community's support of their canine fund to pay for the startup and ongoing costs associated with the canine unit. Well, now Dustin Compass here with a look at our first forecast. We had spring-like weather yesterday and today. What about the rest of the week?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. We're seeing showers and thunderstorms continuing throughout southeast Missouri. And we're also seeing temperatures on the warm side, prompting a tornado watch for southeast Missouri. Portions of that until about 8 o'clock tonight. 64 in Festus, 64 in St. Genevieve, Ironton 67, 64 in Piedmont, 65 right now in Poplar Bluff. Thunderstorms will continue throughout the evening hours. 7 p.m. temperature 65 degrees, 63 by 9. By midnight, a temperature of 52. Much cooler weather on the way for your Wednesday. We'll have all the details coming up later in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
The first piece of legislation passed in the Missouri legislature this year was House Bill 110. State Representative Shelley Keeney of the 145th District tells 18 Eyewitness News that the bill would put into law the process of replacing statewide office holders instead of relying on the precedent of the governor making appointments.
And what House Bill 110 really does is just clarify our law to say that the governor can still appoint someone to fill that vacancy, but only on a temporary basis. And then that person would just be a placeholder basically until the next general election.
Keeney says the bill also includes language regarding special elections.
Another thing that was important about the legislation that it says the governor, when he does call a special election, that they have to do so to coincide with a regular scheduled general elections.
That language is in reference to Governor Jay Nixon calling a special election on June the 4th for Missouri's 8th Congressional District. The cost of the special election has been estimated at $952,000. By early next week, Farmington motorists will see the yield sign at Karsh and Weber become a stop sign. Following Monday night's Farmington City Council meeting, Ward 4 Councilman Joe McMillan told 18 Eyewitness News that the goal is to make the intersection safer.
If traffic is backed up to that point and the light turns green, from studies we've done and talking with the police department, you won't be able to make it through the red light anyway. So we've changed that on a 90-day trial to a stop sign.
McMillan says after the 3-month trial, they'll solicit feedback regarding the stop sign.
At the end of 90 days, the council will review any public comment and see if the police department has any other comment saying, yes, this worked and achieved the intent of it, or no, we should go back to a yield.
McMillan says if it's decided to go back to the yield, they'll switch the sign back. If they want to keep the stop sign, they'll give the ordinance a second reading. The Missouri Department of Revenue is warning seniors and disabled Missourians to be aware of possible scams connected to filing a property tax credit claim. Spokesperson Ted Farnan says the department wants to make people who file the claim aware of potential problems.
If someone approaches you and it's someone you don't know very well and they say, hey, I'll file this claim for you for a cut of the money that you would receive from this claim, or that there's a filing fee, something like that. People should know that the state of Missouri does not charge anyone to file a claim.
Farnan says there are safer ways to file a PTC claim.
If you're going to have someone who's going to assist you in filing a PTC claim, it should either be an established tax preparer, or there are lots of programs where people who are eligible for the PTC can get assistance.
Farnan says those options include the Department of Revenue's own Tax Assistance Center to AARP or the Area Agency on Aging. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, an expanded program in Farmington makes sure that needy kids don't go hungry over the weekend. That story coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crossley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. Where's the blood? It is my victory.
How can heat also be cool? When it comes from targeted induction technology, which uses electromagnetic waves to quick heat your pan, boiling up to 40% faster, while the surface around it stays perfectly cool to the touch. It's faster, hotter, and, well, cooler.
Hi, Bob Seabaugh at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance. Come and see this and other great features and benefits that will amaze you. Now on sale at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance in downtown Fredericktown.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
The Farmington Nighttime Snack Backpack Program is expanding. Parent volunteer Carrie Hand tells 18 Eyewitness News the program was started to feed hungry children over Christmas break.
And with the help of some volunteers, we decided to continue that and grow it a little bit and make it a program where we feed also on the weekends. So we've started sending home bags with kids every weekend, and then we'll be doing it again as well when Easter break and then summer break hits.
Carrie says children are referred to the program by the school social worker. She says they're making up about 50 backpacks each weekend with food that kids can prepare themselves.
We send home things like peanut butter, fruit cups, granola bars, cereal, juice boxes, Easy Mac, ravioli, things, kid-friendly foods that they can use for themselves.
Carrie says they're still in need of some backpacks and always appreciate donations of food. Now, you'll find her information by clicking this story at our website, KDKZ18.com. Preparations are underway for the Ozark National Scenic Riverways to do a number of prescribed burns over the next few months. Spokesperson Faye Walmsley tells 18 Eyewitness News there are a number for reasons of the burns.
Of course, reduce fuel accumulation near developed areas, so there won't be a extra danger in case of a wildfire. And also, it helps native plant species and habitats.
Faye says the burns also may help many of the forest residents.
It also improves the structure of forests and woodlands, allows more sunlight to get to the understory and help grow vegetation. It helps the deer and the turkeys and the colored lizards, by helping improve their habitats.
If you'd like to be added to the park's notification list to be contacted prior to a burn, call Dina Madison. You'll find her number at our website, KDKZ18.com. Folks from Fredericktown are going to make a splash for a Special Olympics on Saturday. Madison County Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Kyle Wright tells 18 Eyewitness News they'll be taking part in the Polar Plunge.
We have a team of 25 people going down there. It's a lot of our local police officers. We have some of the city workers. We even have some of the kids from the junior ROTC over at the school going to participate with us.
Kyle says Fredericktown Police Captain Eric Hovis spearheaded putting the team together.
All the money that we raise for this is going to go to help local Special Olympics teams. So anybody who is interested in donating to this Team Fredericktown, they can actually go to our website, fredericktownmissouri.net, and I have a link right from there where you can make donations.
The Polar Plunge takes place Saturday at noon in Lake Baton in the Trail of Tears State Park near Cape Girardeau.
The spring-like weather is moving out quickly. What will we see for your Wednesday? I'll let you know. Coming up, we'll be right back.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
With extended hours, let the UPS store pack and ship your gifts.
Hi, I'm Steve from the UPS store in Farmington, Missouri. Me and my staff would like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Let's take a look at... Let's try that again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And welcome back. Let's take a look at weather headlines for southeast Missouri. We're going to see some thunderstorms this evening continuing through the overnight hours. As we go through the overnight hours, we're going to see much cooler air move through. And it looks like we're going to see cloudy skies for the next couple of days. Currently here in southeast Missouri, temperatures are in the 60s, 66 right now in Cape Girardeau, 64 in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown 65, off to the west in Potosi 65 degrees as well, up in Festus 64 and down in Van Buren 63 degrees. It's 64 with some thunderstorms here at the studio in Farmington. Feels like 64 with a current dew point at 58, 80% humidity, south wind at 19 miles per hour. Going through the day on your Wednesday, we'll see the sunshine not even close to being here. Mostly cloudy skies as a cold front starts pushing through. That's going to drop our temperatures throughout the afternoon. 40 degrees for your overnight low with showers and thunderstorms continuing southwest wind 10 to 20. Temperatures in the 40s. But by tomorrow, we're only going to see temperatures in the mid to upper 40s early, then start to drop off under a cloudy sky. West wind 10 to 15, gusting at 25 at times. The next several days look like this. On your Thursday, mostly cloudy 39, 32 and mostly sunny on Friday. Saturday and Sunday a little bit warmer. By Sunday, we'll see temperatures back in the 50s. Same on Monday, mid-50s, but back in on Tuesday, 47 under a mostly sunny sky. That's check your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab. We'll be right back.
Today's 2-minute tour of Missouri starts in Jefferson City, where Governor Jay Nixon outlined his legislative agenda in his State of the State address Monday night. While topics such as more money for education and ethics reform drew a moderate response, Nixon hit a hot button with his continued push for the expansion of Medicaid under Obamacare. In the Republican response, Speaker Tim Jones said his party would not follow the example of, quoting now, out-of-touch bureaucrats whose reckless spending has pushed this country to the brink of financial ruin. Jones says Republicans want to fix and transform the Medicaid system in the Show Me State. Automatic federal spending cuts to the military could have a significant impact on the state. In an effort to save money, Scott Air Force is canceling all unnecessary travel and is turning down all requests for flyovers. It's estimated the Air Force Base has a $3 billion a year economic impact on the St. Louis area. A Lindenwood University professor says tax breaks from Missouri have had little real results in creating jobs. According to his study, the tax breaks in the Missouri Quality Jobs Program created about 11,000 jobs. However, most of the positions were filled by employees moving to another job. An Indianapolis mother faces serious charges after leaving her 9-year-old son alone at a motel. When employees at the St. Louis motel reported for work, they found a handbag in the parking lot belonging to 29-year-old Denise Cook, one of their guests. Police were called, and when they checked her room, they found the boy by himself. Several hours later, Cook returned saying she'd been out drinking. She was arrested for child endangerment, and the boy was placed in protective custody. And that's your 2-minute tour of Missouri for today. Need some inspiration to get to the gym? Wait until you hear the story of how these young cancer patients have gone from surviving to thriving. Coming up in Your Health.
I'm Stacey Johnson. Shopping online? Great. But don't you wish your stuff could arrive now? Same-day delivery might be heading your way. I'll explain. Coming up on Money Talks News.
Your Health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy.
If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh, commonly called a bladder sling, you may be entitled to a significant cash award. Many women implanted with this device have suffered discomfort, excruciating pain, and even incontinence. The FDA has even warned that pelvic meshes may cause serious injuries, including pain, scarring, infection, incontinence, and discomfort. If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh,
call the Rely On Group at 800-796-6986.
In the coming year, a child will be diagnosed with cancer every 39 minutes in this country. The good news is, overall survival rate for those kids are at an all-time high at close to 80%. With so many kids surviving cancer, many healthcare providers are now looking at life after the disease and are all now focusing on their fitness. With details on that, here's Clark Powell.
Ready, set, go.
At the age of 12, Ryan Hardy has already battled a brain tumor and leukemia. And while he overcame both, between things like chemotherapy and steroids, his treatments took their toll.
He went from about 60 pounds to about 120 pounds. Almost just with the steroid use, and that just was really tough for him.
Doctors say it's common for kids to gain weight or lose muscle during cancer treatment, but for all they deal with during therapy, it's after they're finished that the frustration can really set in.
And while the kids have the heart and have the mind to get back into physical activity once their chemotherapy is over, their bodies sometimes just aren't ready.
Which is why experts at Nationwide Children's Hospital are among just a few in the U.S. to develop fitness programs specifically designed for young cancer survivors. It's called the Play Strong program and was created in an effort to continue care long after cancer is gone. Nearly 80% of kids overall now survive cancer, so caring for them after the fact is becoming more of a priority.
Let's not just get them better, let's get them back to what they want to do. Let's get them back to the way they were before, and if we can, let's get them back better than they were before.
To do that, children here work with athletic trainers like Travis Gallagher, who help the kids properly rebuild strength and agility and regain balance and confidence. For kids like Ryan, who spent years in treatment, the hardest part was watching friends do what they couldn't. But day by day, that's less and less of an issue.
I'm hoping by the end of this I'm put back to running and stuff, but now I can do a lot more than I used to.
At Nationwide Children's Hospital, this is Clark Powell reporting.
Here are now a handful of programs like this beginning to crop up around the country, and as survival rates continue to climb, there'll be more doctors say using certified athletic trainers is important, so the kids get safe, proper workouts. After completing the program, most kids become much more active, and some actually go on to compete in sports for their schools. We all live in a society of instant gratification, and some online retailers are feeding that frenzy. Money expert Stacey Johnson explains in this report.
The internet has changed the way we shop, but one thing hasn't changed. When you buy something online, there's no instant gratification. You got to wait days for delivery. Now, wouldn't it be great to click, buy, and then have that package the same day? Believe it or not, it's happening right now. Amazon is already experimenting with same-day delivery in 10 cities around the country with Amazon Prime Local Express, already using a network of warehouses to fill those orders. Walmart is testing Walmart To Go, its same-day delivery service across the country. And the U.S. Postal Service is also testing a same-day delivery service they're calling Metro Post, only in San Francisco so far. eBay's offering an app called eBay Now, so far just in San Francisco and New York, that allows you to buy from select retailers like Best Buy, Target, Macy's, and they'll drop ship in less than an hour. You could have your package. Same-day delivery from different e-tailers ranges in price from $4 to $10, and there are some third-party companies testing it out as well. Bottom line, retailers around the country are stepping up their delivery game, and pretty soon, same-day delivery may hit a city near you. Want more information? Go to MoneyTalksNews.com and do a search for same-day delivery. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
And as Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up in sports, the Cardinals pick up a little infield insurance. The Blues are off to their best start in 15 years, and Lawrence Bowers could return to the Tigers lineup Wednesday night. It's all coming up here in Sports Zone.
Tips to make you money delivered daily. The totally free Money Talks newsletter. Sign up now and get my money makeover video, a $50 value, as my gift. MoneyTalksNews.com.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
Well, with spring training less than 2 weeks away, the Cardinals picked up a little insurance at shortstop. On Monday, the Redbirds announced the signing of Ronnie Cedeno to a one-year contract for just over $1 million. The 29-year-old Cedeno has played for 8 teams in his major league career. He'll back up the frequently injured Rafael Furcal. The Blues' wild overtime win Sunday over the Minnesota Wild has given them a 5-1 record, which is their best start to a season since the 1997-98 campaign when they won 7 of their first 8 games. One reason the Blues are off to such a strong start is their power play, which ranks among the best in the league. And there are indications that Lawrence Bowers will be back on the hardwood on Wednesday for Mizzou. Bowers has been spotted behind the scenes doing post drills, working out on the side, and rehabilitating his knee. He wasn't needed in the lopsided win over Vanderbilt, but with Mizzou in search of its first road win, Bowers would be a welcome sight for the Tigers, who have played only 2 games with their full roster intact. That's today in sports. Fred and Dustin, guys, it's back to you.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Looking at your forecast for the rest of this evening, we're going to be seeing thunderstorms possible. 65 degrees at 7 p.m., 63 by 9. By midnight, we're down to 52. That is check of your Storm Tracker weather forecast. Another check, and we'll have the latest details on our forecast tonight at 10 o'clock. Until then, have a good night. We'll see you tonight at 10. Newswatch is next.
When you see news happening in your area, let us know about it. You can call our news department at 573-701-9590 or email us at news@DawkinsBroadcastGroup.com. Coming up tonight on KDKZ Channel 18.